Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. Let's talk about Gunther and his plans for WrestleMania 42. Now, Gunther absolutely must have a marquee matchup at WrestleMania 42, or WWE completely drop the ball on his momentum. We know that Goldberg and John Cena had their very last match against Gunther, and he made them both tap out. Now, Goldberg and John Cena were going to retire regardless of if they faced Gunther or not. But what makes it special is that he made both of these mega superstars tap out. One being the most important, which was John Cena, who had this sort of never give up attitude and maybe had only tapped out in his career a couple times. And Gunther made him give up in his very last match. Now, that happened all the way back in December. We are now in March, very, very close to WrestleMania 42, and there are zero plans for Gunther at WrestleMania. Now, he's been in this little feud with Dragon Lee, and that was supposed to lead to a match against Rey Mysterio, right? Gunther's creative direction for WrestleMania 42 was supposed to be a match against Rey Mysterio, where he was going to kill the career of Rey Mysterio as well to put another notch under his belt. So it would have been Goldberg, John Cena, Rey Mysterio. But Mysterio suffered a rib injury before the Rumble. And so right now, at this very moment, as I record this on March 19th, it is extremely unclear who Gunther will compete against at WrestleMania, if he will compete, the creative direction, the match for Gunther at WrestleMania 42 right now is very much up in the air. And if this happens, if Gunther does not participate at WrestleMania, it is a mega dropping of the ball for WWE as his stock was rising. He was the number one heel in the company a little bit after John Cena. He tapped out John Cena up until January and February, and then it just kind of fell off. And then it got reignited with this little thing he had going with Dragon Lee. So if the best that you can possibly do for Gunther is that he has a match with Dragon Lee at WrestleMania, you do it. Or he interferes somewhere, he does this something. You can't not have him on the show. He is right there on the cusp of being a top guy. Right, he's a really good main event player, but he's not right now currently on the level of a Roman Reigns or a Cody Rhodes right now. Now, is he kind of floating in that kind of Drew McIntyre sphere? Yes, Drew McIntyre floats in that sphere. When Kevin Owens comes back, he floats in that sphere of being a really top guy, but not the face of the company. You could make someone like Gunther the face of the company because he has that international appeal and he's really good inside of the ring and things of that nature. And so I think it would be very bad of WWE to not have Gunther do anything. But if you're going to make your whole new shtick off killing careers, off being the career killer, well, that really depends on if you have wrestlers around that want to retire, right? Goldberg, John Cena, potentially Rey Mysterio. The rumors were about Chris Jericho. The rumors are now about AJ Styles. I forgot about AJ Styles. Wow, because it just happened. Completely forgot about AJ Styles almost 4 minutes into this video, right? You have Goldberg, you have John Cena. Then you had AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble, and then his momentum really picked up after that. But now it's kind of slowed down again because there's nothing for Gunther to really sink his teeth into, and he needs another one. So it was going to be Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. Hopefully that's still the case. And then it was going to be Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam in Minneapolis. Maybe that's still the case, but I think somewhere in there you have to get Gunther back into the title picture, and you have to get Gunther another championship. And so I don't know. Maybe after Roman Reigns wins the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania against CM Punk, maybe we get a Roman Reigns Gunther feud. That would be fucking sweet. But all I have to say really is that he has to have a match. Again, he's retired some of the biggest stars the world has ever seen. Goldberg and John Cena were going to retire regardless if they lost to Gunther or not. But AJ Styles lost, so he had to retire. Gunther made him tap out, so he was forced to retire. That is what it's going to be for Rey Mysterio and for Brock Lesnar. And so when you're trying to build a superstar like Gunther, who's on his way up, his stock is rising, you have to have him have a big match at WrestleMania 42. At least that's just what I think. So we hope that Rey Mysterio is healthy, Rey Mysterio is ready to go. If not, throw him against Dragon Lee, throw him against someone, do something. Just don't put him in like a random multi-man match. He needs a one-on-one match where he dominates and destroys someone in Gunther fashion. But at least that's just what I think to continue to build that momentum. And then one thing we can also discuss as well is like, who is Randy Orton talking about when he's talking about his family? Who is he on the phone with? Who's he bringing in? What's he say that, there's not only one royal family. Like some people think it's going to be Charlotte Flair. Some people think it's going to be Ric Flair. Some people think it's going to be Cowboy Bob Orton. Some people think it's going to be Kevin Owens. Long shots are like The Rock would be a long shot. The Rock would be a long shot because they know they have feud and history with Cody Rhodes. So now Randy Orton brings in The Rock. Could be his own family member in Cowboy Bob Orton. It's most likely not Ted DiBiase Jr., who is in legacy with Rhodes and Orton. It could be Charlotte Flair. I think a really cool option that you can make work is Kevin Owens if he's ready to come back to the ring because, he has intense feuds with Cody Rhodes as well. So I'm intrigued about the direction of that for Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, which I think if they build the story right in the next 3 weeks could really steal the show at WrestleMania, considering, Randy Orton's one of the best of all time. He's in my Mount Rushmore. I think he has to win that 15th world title at WrestleMania. And then you just kind of move Cody Rhodes away from the title for a while, and you allow Randy Orton to just kind of cook as champion. But it's going to be really hard to beat what's Roman Reigns and CM Punk are doing currently. And so I think those two headline matches could make WrestleMania 42 a great one. The Monday Night Raws and the SmackDowns haven't been great. The other builds to other matches haven't been great. But if you rely on these four guys to carry the WrestleMania, I think it could be really great. Especially if Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton really picks up, and if Roman Reigns and CM Punk continues to get better each and every week. That's at least what I think right here, right now. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.